Look at all of these ducks.
Can we feed them?
No, we can't. Bread and cookies make them sick. They have to have a special food for ducks. That reminds me when Jesus fed 5,000 people, not including women and children.
Wow, that's the lowest number of people to feed.
And don't forget that there were still women and children to feed. So Jesus fed more than 5,000 people.
Let me tell you the story of how Jesus fed over 5,000 people. The disciples had just returned from going around villages preaching and healing the sick. Jesus and his disciples got in a boat and sailed to a remote place. A large crowd, many of them pilgrims on their way to the Passover feast in Jerusalem, watched the boat and followed it around the coast on foot to meet Jesus. Jesus went up into the hills and taught them. He spent time healing the sick. There were around 5,000 men in the crowd, plus women and children. Late in the afternoon, the disciples urged Jesus to send the crowd away to nearby farms and villages to find food and lodgings. "There is nothing to eat here in this deserted spot," they said. Jesus replied, "You feed them." Turning to Philip, he asked, "Philip, where can we buy bread to feed all these people?" Philip replied, "It would take a fortune to feed this many." Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. "There's a young boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good is that with all these mouths to feed? Tell everyone to sit down in groups of around 50, Jesus ordered. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up into the sky, and gave thanks. Then he broke off pieces for his disciples to set before the crowd. The disciples gave out the bread and fish, and everyone ate until they were no longer hungry. The disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over.
I can't believe Jesus fed over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and a fill of fish.
And there were still 12 baskets of food left over.
Let's go see the ducks.